we are again, and we're in our third segment of having a chat with Karin about appraisals. This is fun. I'm really enjoying this time. And I bet you have a few questions for me again about frequently asked questions about appraisal.
I do. First of all, I would like to know, why would I actually need an appraisal? What are they done for?
Well, that is a very good question, in the sense that there are so many different reasons why one would have an appraisal done, and they range anywhere from when someone passes away, there is an estate usually to settle, and that instance could trigger the need for an appraisal. The division of assets in a marital settlement, for instance, would be another one. To the very basic things that people normally equate with appraisals, whether it would be refinancing your property, whether it be commercial or residential, and to the purchase and sale of a business, commercial industrial property, or again a residential property, of course. All of those things would trigger the necessity, need, or wish for an appraisal, and they would be very helpful in all of those types of instances. I think those are the pretty basic reasons for having an appraisal done.
Okay, and what is actually involved in the physical appraisal inspection?
Well, it's also an interesting point, because I think once an individual, for example, would be going to a bank and requiring financing to purchase a home or refinance, they're not always aware of the steps involved in the appraisal process, because they understand the need for the financing to be approved, but not necessarily equate it with the value of the property having a link to the amount of financing that they would be approved for. So the process involves an inspection of the property, in the sense that there would be exterior measurements taken of the outside of the house, and interior inspection of your electricals, your all of the interior finishes of a house, in terms of the flooring and the wall finishes, and of course what's involved in each room with regards to whether there are upgrades that have been done, or modernizations to kitchens and bathrooms and so forth. And all of those things have to be noted and analyzed, and a lot of photographs are also taken in the process of that. So the whole appraisal inspection is a portion of the process of an appraisal, but it's a very vital one, because again, they will add pictures worth a thousand words, but the inspection reveals a lot about the home. And also there's the opportunity to question and ask the homeowner for their opinion about whether they've recently replaced their furnace or their roof and things like that. So they're very helpful in that process as well.
Right. Okay, and how long would you say the appraisal inspection takes?
It can vary. It depends, of course, on the size of the property, and whether it's commercial or if it's residential. But for the most part, as a residential appraiser, I would say that the process can take anywhere from perhaps 20 minutes or 30 minutes with a condominium, for instance, in the smaller units, 500-600 square feet, to something more elaborate where you have maybe a 6,000-7,000 square foot home, and there's a lot of uniqueness to the drawing that would be made, because a sketch has to be made from the measurements as well. So it could take several hours, 2-3 hours at a time, perhaps, to do the inspection.
Right. Well, thank you so much. That was very helpful.
Well, anytime. My pleasure. We look forward to our next segment.
Yes.
Thanks again.
Thanks,
Chatting with Karin here.